Left the door open. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show where we talk about Scrum and Agile. Our 536th episode, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday, right? Yeah, it is our 536th episode, and it's about 8:58 in the morning on a Tuesday. Hope you're doing well, and saw a lot of talk out there about people working crazy hours and doing things and posts. It's like, oh, you should watch our show because we talk about bringing value to customers without working 60, 80 hours a week and getting home to your family and friends because we're more lean and we use our time effectively and wisely. And we have fun as we do it. God, oh my God, we have fun. God forbid we have fun in the workplace. We have fun at home, fun at work. Get you home, right? So I got two topics I want to talk about. I was looking at some LinkedIn stuff, just getting some ideas what I want to talk about and ideas for future. And one I want to talk about HR failure, Agile HR failure. More specific, I'm going to give you a scenario of something I've done in the past. I want to share, and then I want to talk about Agile Mastery or Scrum Mastery. I hear a lot of organizations talk about mastery, right? Because the coaches want to master your realm of expertise, right? And I see a lot of Scrum Mastery, like level 3 stuff, and Master Scrum Masters, which I'm like, okay, it's a Master Scrum Master, but you're a Scrum Master. You're supposed to be Master Scrum. And just mastery talk. I'm going to talk about that and how I kind of wonder what that really truly means. All right. So here I got a scenario from an HR failure. So I was reading an article about where should the Scrum Master be if the dev teams in Malaysia and product owners in Germany and scattered across the planet and stuff like that. And it just reminded me of a discussion I had one time. And as a coach, you have to bring these things to light because you just, you got to get people thinking about that what they're putting together is bound to fail, right? So this is pre-COVID, all right? The pre-COVID. So I get told, well, the dev team's in India. Like, I know the map of India. We're in India. Manager, India. I'm like, well, let me get back to you on that one. What does that mean? I go look and do some research. The entire dev team scattered across 10 cities, or a couple dev teams, like they're scattered across 10 different cities in India. And there's one person in one city all by themselves in India. And this is pre-COVID. So this is when they had to come into the office to work. And I'm like, really? That's your Agile Scrum team made up where you don't even do, not even in the same building. And then you could even say, well, they're in the same city. Which building, right? You got to ask those questions because I'm like, those are the questions like, well, are they working remote? Well, now everybody's working remote, right? So you can kind of do that. But the idea that said they got an Agile team and they're hiring people, but they're scattered across the country of India. And I'm like, you do realize how big India is? It's not a little tiny place. Even if I would say, oh, they're all in Philadelphia. Well, we're in Philly, and Philly is a fraction the size of India. Because I'd be like, well, there's lots of places. They could be in the suburbs of Philly. They could be downtown in Philly. There's multiple downtown location. I mean, look at Comcast. Comcast is like 48 stories. There's 2 buildings now. You could be working at Comcast, and I love people when they would say, well, so-and-so at Comcast. I'm like, well, Comcast is kind of big. There's 48 floors. Each floor is its own little organization. There's 2 buildings, 3 buildings now with Comcast downtown Philly. I probably never saw them in my entire life. You know what I mean? But these are the HR fails where they don't look at, oh, we're just going to hire people. Well, where are they? Right? This is like building the teams where the question was, I got my product owner in Germany, my dev teams in Malaysia, or so on and so forth. I'm like, okay, fine. Is that a proper Agile HR designed team? I don't know. Is it good to have one person scattered across different time zones and put all those different people who are scattered on one team? Personally, I would say no. I would say it's not worth the money you're going to spend in trying to organize and keep everybody in sync on what they want to do. I mean, you can. I don't think it's going to be as effective, but I guess it can work. The big thing is, are they producing product, right? If you experiment with that and within a while, the product sucks and the quality is not there and the team's kind of discombobulated, well, then maybe you have to rethink your HR strategy. But this is where Agile coaches come in play when organizations are building teams together and you look at it from an Agile perspective. There's anything wrong with having everybody's in different countries and product owners. And the question is, you just got to ask the question, how do we meet as a team? What's the plan? Is it all virtual? Is it all tech? Do we see each other's faces? You get a higher productivity when people get to know you, but sometimes you can't do it. How do you do that, right? After a while, I'll be honest with you, a lot of these organizations just get satisfied with mediocre performance, and they're fine with that. And if that's what you want as a company is mediocre performance, then keep doing what you're doing, right? It's a choice for the corporation, right? But it's an HR fail. It's an Agile HR fail. Maybe HR works fine, but it's a failure when you have everybody scattered across different companies and different subcontractors and different cities across the world from an Agile perspective. So I just want to share that with you. Mastery. I see a lot of stuff going on, like certification. They're calling master class, the master this, the master class that. What is that in Scrum? What is that in Agile? I'm really debating whether I want to do a mastery class and explore what it's like to be a Scrum Master, a real Scrum Master. Why? Why is So here's my question. Is the Scrum Mastery like a level 3 PST or Scrum.org thing? Is that just being able to memorize the Scrum guide and how to do it? And I know some of the tests, they talk about scenarios and dropping scenarios. Or is it really understanding why Scrum is put together the way it is? I think the mastery is understanding why and how to use it and what's the purpose. Why, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow, why Scrum is good for complex problems and why it might not be good for other problems. We're going to go through a scenario that I did with someone the other day on another episode. But my question for what is mastery? Is it the mechanics of Scrum? Like, hey, you really do a daily Scrum really well. They do the 3 questions. You're really a master at the Scrum stuff. But is that really Scrum? Those are events, right? Having that's fine. But do you understand the reasons and the whys behind that event, everything about that event? Why the 3 questions? What do they do? Exploring with maybe some other people. Maybe I'll do a Zoom class or something where you explore those 3 questions, explore the daily Scrum in real depth and beat the crap out of it until he's like, okay, I understand the purpose of daily Scrum and why it's there. And then the ability to explain that and share that and let your teams understand the deeper understanding why daily Scrum is beneficial, because there's a lot of benefits to it that are way down below, like an iceberg. You get the little top and down below is the big iceberg, but that's what daily Scrum is. Most people just see the little tip, what value daily Scrum has. Maybe I should draw a picture of that. Anyway, challenge you to the mastery part. Let me know if you're interested in doing a master class on Scrum and what it's really about. And I do the practical and tactical, but I wonder if we want to talk about the depth of the exploration of Scrum in the Scrum Guide. So that's what I got today. I love your feedback. It is Tuesday. I hope you have a great day. Stay healthy. Wife is getting better after taking her second vaccine shot. So I think this one wasn't as bad as the first one, but it's better. So I wish you all well in health and happiness. And please give the show a thumbs up if you like the show. I'll put some more posts up there. Ring the little bell. If you see the little snowflake video I put up there, there's two versions of it. One's the meditation one, and one is the one that's set up to get you. All right, a little surprise ending at the other one. So if you see one that's the meditation, there's another one out there that's meditation and then a surprise ending. So have a great day. Enjoy. And don't forget to ring the bell. Like us, because the YouTube thing is all screwy sometimes, though I think they did fix it. We'll see. All right, take care. Stay safe out there.